Hello class, this video is for Dr. Satta's American Christian Heritage class, Discussion Board Forum 3. I chose to cover the topic of the Scopes trial, also known as the monkey trial. The need for the trial was because the American Civil Liberties Union, or the ACLU, in New York City became aware of and disturbed by anti-evolution bills that were popping up in 20 states. The bills were all very similar, and they forbid the teaching of evolution, the evolution of man in public schools. So why did this trial come to pass in Tennessee? Well, the ACLU wanted a test case. They wanted to go to court. And Tennessee had just unanimously passed the Butler Act, one of those anti-evolutionary acts. So after the ACLU had sent out advertisements looking for people who were interested in taking their case to court, George Rappleyah convinced a high school teacher to go through with the case. George Rappleyah was a mine owner in Dayton, Tennessee, and he wanted publicity for his town. Scopes' warrant was then served by a local Dayton lawyer, Sue Hicks, who also was the one who had the idea to recruit famous lawyer politician William Jennings Bryan to the case. Well, then the ACLU hired the outspoken atheist lawyer, Clarence Darrow, and the stage was set, and the country waited. In the Washington Post, dated 12 July 1925, Mr. Bryan affirmed his and the state's devotion and commitment to the law, saying, "The trial is a bona fide case in which the state is enforcing a law serious in its purpose and passed deliberately." A few days earlier, in the Indianapolis Times, dated July 10, 1925, the Reverend of a Sutherland Presbyterian Church states plainly, "I think the trial is foolishness." Then he does go on to say that evolution is just a theory, and until it is proven as fact, Christians shouldn't have to believe in it. But he then goes on to say that if it is proven, much like when the world was proven to be round and people were persecuted before for believing so, if it is proven that evolution is real, then Christians should believe it. The only real legal issue at the trial was whether Scopes violated the Butler Act, but that wasn't necessarily the focus. Darrow quickly took the offensive in the trial, to the point where he even got hostile with the Judge John Ralston, who then calmly accepted Bryan's apology like a good Christian. With very little ground gained, Darrow challenged Bryan to take the stand, which he did against good counsel. Now, the modernist versus fundamentalist showdown was on, and America was tuned in. Darrow sarcastically questioned Bryan on the several major miracles in Scripture, and Bryan stuck to his views, strictly from Scripture. The trouble for Bryan was when Darrow asked him about the 6-day creation. And here's where Bryan stumbled. He said that it might have continued for 1,000,000 years. Instead of the evening and morning being a 24-hour day, he said it could have lasted 1,000,000 years. With that, Darrow had his win, even with Scopes being found guilty of violating the Butler Act. The modernists, they had proven that the Bible was subject to reinterpretation, and that legacy continues on. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I look forward to seeing yours. Have a good day.